Hello everyone, this is MattMoulton, and you are watching the final presentation for my EDIT7520e Summer 2017 design project. I am not currently teaching any online classes, and my experience with them has been very limited. That being said, I wanted to take the design project from this summer's class and treat it as if I were planning a real course that would be launched in January of 2018. Not only was this a helpful learning experience for crafting online learning environments, but I now have a nearly complete course design that I can share when I interview for teacher education jobs in the hopefully not too distant future. So my design project revolves around student homelessness and how to best meet the needs of students who experience it. And before I jump further into the project, I want to mention that I intentionally choose to say student experiencing homelessness or student homelessness rather than homeless students. Student homelessness is an example of person first language, meaning, regardless of the situations that individuals find themselves in, they are first and foremost human beings deserving of respect and compassion. Homelessness is a condition that folks experience. It's not an all encompassing determining factor of a person's existence, and it should not be the first and defining characteristic of their identity either. Okay, so that being said, this proposed course, which I am calling EDMG5444E, Preparing Pre-Service Teachers for Work with Students Experiencing Homelessness, it has four main goals and three learning objectives. The first goal is that pre-service teachers develop a beginning understanding of their beliefs about students from vulnerable and marginalized perspectives. And in order to appropriately and effectively meet the needs of students, a teacher must first understand what they believe about students' perspectives. So this includes biases, prejudices, and personal experiences that they have. The second goal is for pre-service teachers to develop a beginning understanding of who qualifies as experiencing homelessness. Society's dominant narrative surrounding homelessness is one of ineptitude, and it often brings to mind an image of a middle-aged male. Um, so this is not the case with student homelessness. Statistically speaking, a student experiencing homelessness is most likely to be African American with a single mother. It's important that pre-service teachers challenge common perceptions of homelessness in their classrooms in order to meet the needs of students. So to convey that point on this course flyer, I included this portion that talks about some facts. So in 2014, there were 1.3 million students experiencing homelessness in U.S. schools. Students experiencing homelessness are often hidden in plain sight. Lack of stable housing does not make an individual less intelligent, regardless of what society's view on homelessness is. Like, that is a fact. Just because somebody does not have a home does not mean that they are less intelligent than somebody else. Okay, so the third goal is for pre-service teachers to develop a beginning understanding of their role in supporting students experiencing homelessness. The McKinney-Vento Act, which was the first federal legislation addressing homelessness, has specific requirements of school districts and teachers, yet many teachers and administrators are unaware of their responsibilities dictated by the federal legislation. So this class would provide opportunities for future teachers to enter the practice with a beginning understanding of homelessness, which brings us to the fourth and what I consider to be the most pressing goal. So the fourth goal is for this online learning opportunity is to promote the development of more equitable and just learning environments for pre-service teachers, future students experiencing homelessness. Too often, students experiencing homelessness exist in anonymity in classroom settings with teachers who are oblivious to and ignorant of how to better meet their needs. And so this course will serve as a step towards challenging those sad and unfortunate realities. The three learning objectives are as follows. Learners will be able to articulate their personal thoughts on homelessness, describe their role in promoting the success of students experiencing homelessness, and then the third one is discuss the resources available for students or who to contact should a student reveal to a teacher that they are experiencing homelessness and in need of assistance. So returning back to the flyer, that's a whole lot of talking here. Returning back to the flyer, I have three main course questions, and I feel that the three main course questions really encompass all four of the goals and the learning objectives that I just shared with you. Um, so these three main course questions, they're listed on the left side of the course flyer, and they serve as a backbone for the 6 course modules, which are also shared across the bottom of the flyer here. So this rudimentary flow chart that I have going from week 1 through week 14, it's a pared down version of the design roadmap from class. I want my pre-service teachers who are thinking about taking the course to know a little bit about what they're getting into with the class, including its delivery, which is going to be synchronous for 2 weeks. So that's week 1 and I need to fix my flyer because I said here that it would be asynchronous in week 13. Haha, just found a mistake. It's going to be synchronous in week 1 and it's going to be synchronous in week 13. And then the rest of the weeks it's going to be asynchronous. Each of the modules is divided out so that the content is able to be worked through at an appropriate pace. I feel like that this was done intentionally, or I did this intentionally because of the complexity of homelessness and society's dominant perspectives of it. And this is, I mean, it's heavy content. Excuse me. It's heavy content, and it's not something that can be just jumped into and then jumped right back out of. So for me, this project was a labor of love, and I'm excited about what has come from it. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to get in touch through the email address on the flyer. And I have also put a link for my design document in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. So thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing your presentations. Have a great day.